Hello once again. I want to say thank you for tuning in to the Nubian King show broadcasting from Ashkelon, Israel today. I'm in my home, I'm not at work, and I was having some thoughts I wanted to share with you because that's what we do over here. This is the channel of intellect, and my home name is the Nubian King, home of the intellects, okay? Over here, you're not going to see me and us jumping on crates, falling, busting out behind. But what you're going to hear is intelligent conversation about various topics. Everything from A to Z, just about, you can hear. And we cover news, current events, and things like that. So you can get you a good cup of coffee, a nice warm cup of tea, settle down and listen to my beautiful voice articulate different things intelligently for your mind. I got 224 subscribers, and these are the subscribers that are looking for intellectual dialogue that covers various topics in an intellectual manner. That's us. That's me. That's you. That's us, this intellectual family here at the Nubian King Show. All right. What are we talking about? I kind of think you already know, being that you're intelligent. We're talking about the Kanye West, Ye, he changed his name, the Kyrie Irving and Jews and anti-Semitism, and the one and only Hebrews to Negroes document, movie, DVD. Briefly, this is a spiritual undertaking. This is a spiritual movement. And I want to share with you, just came to me by the spirit, by my spirit, just to share with you. In conversation with a beautiful queen a few days ago, she asked me, did I think that they would kill Kanye? And I told her no. She said, why do you think they wouldn't do that now after the things that he said? I said, because what has happened is already done. It's over with. Kanye has started a fire that is burning down the deception of ignorance that those that have benefited from the ignorance of Black people. And now we're having to talk clear and definitive. You can't just be broad brushing things and leave it out to the imagination to figure out. You got to talk clear now. We don't have any more time to try to, listen and figure it out. There has been a clandestine effort in keeping Black people ignorant. And so when she asked me, do I think they would kill Kanye? I told her absolutely not, because what we're experiencing now with this situation, with the anti-Semitism and all the things that's being said about, those people that have been proliferating the, anti-Semitic, stance. It's about information. It's not about an individual, and it's always been about information. And then you look at Kyrie Irving, pointed the people in the direction of a source of information that many people already knew, but many people didn't know. But if you notice, it is an energy that's moving around. And because it's an energy, it's not black or white. It's energy. Give you an example. Reading through some of the comments about, Kyrie and Kanye, one individual, he wrote, by God, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what's going on. But I'm telling you, I'm going out and I'm going to buy the book and read it just so I can see what all the hoopla is about. Now, we know that that's the hoopla. Who used that kind of words? White people. We not going to be, talking in code. Just say it straight. White people say stuff like that. By God, I'm going to go get the book to see what all the hoopla is about. And he had his picture up there. This white guy said it. And so this is about spirit and information. It's not about an individual. So killing Kanye, that's futile. And then, another point that I told her, it is based upon spirit, is Kanye stood out there by his car and he read a list of a corporation that are owned and controlled by what he called the Red Brigade. And so the list, he said, they own these corporations, or, they're the upper level administrators. And certainly they're going to try to deny it. No, that's not true. There was a letter written by 200 individuals from their community, cease and desist to Barnes and Noble and Amazon to stop selling the material, Hebrews and Negroes. Well, on that list were their names and their positions in the companies and corporations. Either they were the founder, the owner, the CEO, COO, CFO, or upper level administrator. 200. They put the letter together, they signed it, put their name, companies, and everything. And so what did that do? It verified what Kanye was saying was true. So if you are trying to suppress some information or discredit an individual and say that what that individual is saying is a lie, why would you write a letter that vindicates everything he's saying? So this is why I'm saying this is based upon spirit. It got nothing to do with an individual anymore. You understand? And now I've read the book. I'm reading the book. I'm on the brother's website. I'm listening to the information because I wanted to digest the information that they running around trying to suppress. Like, why you don't want people to, know this information? It's a reason. What I read in the information, what I read in the book, Hebrews to Negro, is not anti-Semitic, but it speaks to the teachings that they live by, that the world don't know. So, there it is. It's not that this is anti-Semitic, it's information about their fundamental thought process and how they think about themselves and everybody else. That's what they don't want the world to know. So you see, you can't kill a spirit. You know what I'm saying? You can't kill information. And to kill Kanye is futile because it's not going to stop what has been unleashed in these days. You see, this entire creation is in a whole different spiritual, energetic, physical position in the creation. And so nobody will be able to stop what is going to take place. You understand? All of these bandits that have been running around this world executing evil upon the people, they're going to be brought down. And they're going to be brought down in a manner that absolutely nobody is going to be able to say anything. And it's happening now. I'm not talking about the Jesus in the sky. You're going to see him in the clouds and every eye shall see him. Well, that's a big question because when it's day over here in Israel, it's night in America. And so if he pop up over here like yesterday, it's absolutely no cloud nowhere in the sky over here. It's all blue. So if he pop up today, what cloud is it going to be on? Then if he pop up today, how you going to see him at night on the other side of the world? So that's wacky right there. And we're able to think now because this war of stupidness is coming off of us. So we can look and think now. And so this situation, it had to happen. I listened to the brother on the Alex Jones show, and I told you, if you extract your information from mainstream news media, you're going to be twisted like a pretzel. You ain't going to be able to know which way is up and you looking at the sky. They're gonna have you totally discombobulated. They have you thinking that Ukraine is defeating Russia, and you won't even know that 100,000 Ukrainian soldiers are dead, and 20,000 civilians dead and injured in Ukraine. But what the West is doing is pulling strings to tell you another story, just like they preparing to invade Haiti right now. You don't even know it. So you can't listen to mainstream news media. So over there on Alex Jones, the most banned individual in the world, here you got Ye sitting there telling them that he liked Hitler. It's like, what? And then I come and listen to the Israeli news. They, you know, because there's never been an individual to stand up and stand against them. But he said last month, I am not afraid anymore. And those are the most powerful words you can say against an enemy that have used fear to control the people. Yeah. And so anytime they want, a black person to do their bidding or support them, they get some of them rich Negroes and say, let me run this by you. Answer them. Let me just throw this out at you. Answer it any kind of way you want. Is there racism in America? And first thing that rich Negro gonna get to thinking about is his paycheck. He gonna say, no, Miles, it ain't no racism in America, because he's afraid. And what is fear? False evidence appearing real. And so they have used money and materialism as the tool to keep all of those people in line. And when Kanye said, I am not afraid anymore, boom, it's over with. Now he's sitting on Alex Jones talking about he liked Hitler because Hitler did something, good for the people. And I'm over here in Israel listening to this radio. It's like, what? He crazy. He's a maniac. He's out of his mind. How can he say he loved Hitler? But then when I watched the documentary on Hitler, I'm listening to things that I've never heard. And then it dawned on me, where have I been getting my information about Hitler? From them. Wow. So if you have an enemy that you don't like, and see, this is why people come here to this channel are intelligent, because we explore different topics with intelligence. If you have an enemy that that's your enemy, are you going to tell people good things about your enemy? Yes or no? It's just that simple. It's a yes, and I don't need no long protracted explanation. If he's your enemy, what will you tell people about your enemy? All good things. Hell to the no. So if they telling the story about Hitler, wow. There's a documentary I saw about Hitler, and it was incredible. I've never heard these things before. And I'm like, Shazam, if it's been them that's telling the world about him, then them ain't telling nothing good about him. But now it's somebody else that's telling another story. And then here's the brother sitting over there talking about he loved Hitler on the Alex Jones show. I mean, two people that say what they want about whoever. And you know what? It be true. It be true. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as wild and wacky as it may seem, they be telling the truth. That's why they banned it. So the only people get to talk and run their mouth are people that's going to say what they want to say. But now, this planet has moved into another position in the universe, in the creation, that the energy is different now. No more of that lying and getting over off lies. And so you see right now, it's so many people talking about this situation, and so much information is coming out now. I've been here in Israel for over 40 years. Let me tell you something. And I'm sharing my story with you, right? when I say that it's so much information coming out about this situation, information is moving across the face of the planet at the speed of thought. The speed of thought. You can think faster than the speed of sound and the speed of light. To think at the speed of thought is mind-boggling fast, right? Let me share something with you that I've experienced when I first came into Israel. I'm moving around Israel, and Israelis used to call me Idi Amin. Idi Amin Dada, Idi Amin Dada. I honestly admit, back when I first came in Israel in 1981, May 15th, 5:40 in the afternoon, that's when I landed in Israel. 1981, 5:40, May 15th. That's when I landed in Israel. For a good season, as I moved around Israel, they used to call me Idi Amin Dada because I'm a big, thick brother, dark skinned, good looking. That's what they used to say. Idi Amin, Idi Amin. When I go to the fruit stands and buying food, they say Idi Amin Dada. And I'm like, why are they calling me Idi Amin? And I didn't take time at the time to go and find out why was they calling me Idi Amin Dada. Listen to this. And this is why I'm saying this is a spiritual undertaking now. It's not about Kanye. It's not about Ye. It's not about Kyrie Irving. This is a spiritual thing because here it is. I'm walking around in Israel for 40 years. And in the beginning, they used to call me Idi Amin. 2 nights ago, I'm sitting in my house and someone sends me a link and I open it up and there's Idi Amin giving an interview as to why he kicked the Israelis out of his country. He said because they criminals. This is what Idi Amin said. I'm saying, whoa, what? And so he's breaking down in detail why he ran the Israelis up out of Uganda because of the fact he said my economy was about dead because of them. He said they're criminal. He said when he came here and Golda Meir, because back in the day it was Ben Gurion, like first president, and then Golda Meir, first leader of the country. And they used to say Golda Meir had the Bank of Israel in her purse. It was just a little joke they said because she was running the country, and she did back in those days. It was like that. And so Idi Amin, he came to Israel, and Golda Meir, she hosted him. Okay, and they had videos and everything. And I'm watching this, and I'm saying to myself, Shazam! Wow, it's like 40 years I've been here and never knew that information. And so that's why to take Kanye out would be useless because the spirit now is moved against them. And so many people is talking and telling the truth and sharing information that you never heard before. And people are going into their writings and revealing what they have been studying and how they look at you. And you're going to learn what Goyim is and Gentile and how they think about it from their writings. There's a live coming up tomorrow. I'll be on it. And I've been told that it's an individual coming to share from their writings critical information that more than likely you've never heard before. And I'm anxious to hear what that is. But he said this is what they teach in their places of learning that you don't know about. And so whenever you are, fighting an enemy, it's always good to know the doctrine, mindset, how many, where they at, their plans, you understand about your enemy in order that you can come back and make you a plan to protect yourself and defend yourself and defeat your enemy. They call it like recon. So you got to go and get intel. So this person said they're coming to share some critical intel about how these people think. Okay, so you should tune in, look out for that. I'm going to list it. It's going to be 4 o'clock Mountain Time. Yeah, 4 p.m. Mountain Time. And then it'll be over here 2 in the morning. yeah, 2 in the morning, my time. So it's going to be good. Now, I had another thought I was going to share with you. It'll come back in a minute. But anyway, oh, yeah, that's it. When Kyrie Irving told these bandits that he had an army, at the time that he made that statement, I'm not sure if he knew what was going to take place. I'm not sure that he had any communication with the IUIC. I don't know. It could be that he just made that statement out of his spirit, to say, I got an army with me. Maybe he was talking about the army of angels or the army of the ancestors. But what took place verifies to the world that this is a spiritual movement that nobody can stop. Because when that brother said that, look how many thousands of brothers out there in purple was marching. Good. Googly boo. Man, that was, whoa, them brothers out there. Wow. What? The police came, ain't nobody did nothing. Because why? That is the number one fear of the white man and woman in America and throughout the world. Black men unity. Even marching down the street, no guns, no violence, and it was so many of them brothers, you won't even know. And then, the mainstream media, what they gonna do? They're gonna play it down to, it was 100 black men out there. You're a good guy. You got to be out your mind. As long as that line it was well over 2,000 brothers out there, and maybe more. And I found out that they got 73 chapters all around America. And that was in New York. I don't know. I'm just speculating. That may have been most of the brothers in New York, but not all the 73 chapters around America. If they'd have had brought in all them brothers from around America out of 73 chapter, them brothers probably still marching down the street. And that's what they're afraid of. They ain't afraid of you singing no daggone psalm and flipping no ball. They scared of your unity based upon truth, based upon wisdom, based upon knowledge and understanding. They're afraid of the black man and woman coming together in one spirit, and that's exactly what this is. It's all spirit, and you are not going to be able to stop it. That's what it is. So killing Kanye, Kyrie, you, us, them, don't make no difference. And then writing a letter to try to get them to stop selling it. Man, Bezos, they was laying off people over Amazon for what I was told, right? Huh? And this done gave him a shot in the arm. You know how many millions of copies of this information being sold? I'm going to check right now on Amazon to see if they are still, look at that, still selling it. Prime Video, $10.99 to rent. Hebrews to Negro, Wake Up Black America. Audible book, $0. If you got, the membership, free with your Audible trial, available instantly. Paperback, $30.96. Kindle, $8.99. Hebrews and Negroes 2. Wake Up Black America, Volume 1, $30. Still selling it. But they are all up in Kyrie Irving behind about telling somebody to go over there. Why they ain't doing nothing to Jeff Bezos? Man, please. You kidding me? Bezos, a capitalist operating in a capitalistic society built upon making money. And this clown, man, you know what? See, they not going to put out the numbers of how many copies of that information been sold. They're not going to do that. They're going to lie. It's just like Alex Jones. When Alex Jones put his book out, it was the #1 sold book in the world. In 1 week, 60,000 copies. But they lied. They lied and they never said nothing about it. But that Alex Jones book was the #1 sold book on the planet, but they lied. Hebrews and Negroes, I am sure it knocked it off the block. They ain't gonna say that though. See, they ain't never gonna tell us nothing good about us. You understand? Because when you see good, positive things about yourself, what does it do? It builds up self-esteem. It builds up self-pride. It causes you to hold your head up. But when they teaching you, our children, that they came over here on slaves, on the ships as slaves, then what kind of self-esteem and pride do you have about yourself? And then they tell their children, oh, our forefathers discovered this great country, America. Ooh, you see what I'm saying? So it's a play on your mind. Oh, that's over with now. Because when you saw them brothers out there marching, it damn near brought tears to some people's eyes. Good God Almighty. Just think about that now. They had all these clowns over there at the White House. 5 people died. Folks went to jail, tore the damn house up, shooting and raising hell. That's what the barbarians do. But the super intelligent 9 DNA series brothers and sisters come in order. And the statement was made. They shot a bullet, all right. They shot a whole bunch of them. They shot so much fear in them heathens' mind, it paralyzed them. Black unity, black power. That's what they're afraid of. And so, you know, on another thought, all of this increased desire to know who we are as a people, and millions of people are turning toward the information the great brother put together, Hebrews and Negroes. It's going to cause our sisters to now turn back to the brothers, and it's going to cause our brothers to now turn back to the sisters, and it's going to clean up the house. Because why? You don't want to be out there sliding up and down a pole and all the sisters over there, divine daughters of Yah, learning something intelligent. Now that hole in your soul, and see, it's like, you know, you running around and you feel empty. You feel lonely as a woman. You know, your man ain't there. You're working 1 job, 2 jobs by yourself, and ain't no brothers there to help you. You really want to be a housewife. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be getting up 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 3 and 6 in the morning, going to hit a job, trying to get the children out, trying to work the job, trying to deal there, going back and get the children, come home. You too daggone tired to cook, so you order some junk that you know they don't want, and in your heart, you don't want to give it to them, but you're so tired, you just don't feel like cooking nothing to eat, and you just almost in a system where you trapped because you by yourself and you ain't got no man, you ain't got no God here, because he out there being chased by the devil and ran by dogs and trying to fight for his life. Oh, that's about to change now. Oh, that's about to change. That's about to be over with. Because these sisters and brothers are about to get together under this banner of truth. And these queens are about to be the queens that they keep saying they are. They're going to come off these daggone poles and stop slithering. They're going to stand up straight and stop shaking them big booties and turning everybody on and making freaks get hard. And brothers going to zip the pants up, pull them up, and be dressing like brothers and kings that they are. And the family going to come back together under intelligence and divinity with some sense. And this is what they did not want to happen. Because as long as we out there, our sisters is doing all this wacky stuff and our brothers is doing all this wacky stuff, somebody getting paid. And Kanye told you that. Kanye told you that. They getting paid. All these old evil contracts and all this evil stuff the barbarian is doing. And so as the wool of ignorance come out of our face and the blinders come out, we gonna see now who this bandit is. Just like the brother said back in the day, great brother Malcolm, they say, put pants on the devil. So it's a beautiful season. It is. I mean, because I had myself a few weeks ago began to kind of look spiritually weak. I'm looking at my beautiful sisters, these incredible, delicious sisters walking the planet. They goddesses, gods on earth, and they looking so beautiful and chocolate and delicious and sweet, and they just in a bad way because they walk around bodies and no head. And who is the head? The brother over there trying to stay alive. And so when we come back together, our sisters wanted to be out there fighting this thing by themselves. 1, 2, 3 babies, 4 babies, or whatever. 1 job, 2 jobs, running around trying to find somebody. Don't nobody want you because the spirit is against you. And now all this going to change because we're going to see you again for the beautiful daughters of Zion and the goddesses that you are. And then we're going to straighten up as men in order to be able to say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Because it's easy when the brother is moving like the brother's supposed to move, the sister automatically fall right in line because that's what she wanted to do. That's what she created to do. So right now with her all up in them offices with the boss B, the bad B, and the careers and making all the deals and walking around with the 4-inch stilettos and the makeup and in the board meetings and haggling and all that, all out of cycle. If she want to do that, she can do that. But that's what she had to want to do. But right now, it's like that's what she's forced to do. So she said, all right, well, look, I'm going to go out here. I'm going to shoot for the best. I'm going to be the director. And then because you got a career, you don't have time to have a family. But deep down in your soul, you really want that. You know, because the man, he built to do all that stuff. Go out there and put in 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. You know, and you built to nurture and take care of the family. Look out for the family, you know. So I'm not saying you're going to be barefoot and pregnant and stuck in a house. I'm just saying that it's going to feel a whole lot different when you have a real man, a real brother, a real son of Yah covering you. If you want to work, that's your choice. If you don't want to work, you ain't going to be in the streets. The baby's still going to eat. You follow what I'm saying? So you had that brother with you. You ain't going to be in the street and the baby's still going to eat because he going to cover you. He going to be the kind of brother to come in and focus on you and not try to have Tamika, Shanika, LaShawn, Dunn, and Latahira. You know, did I get it right? You know what I'm saying? Shamika, Letitia, Yahira, Sean, Dunn, and Latahira. He ain't going to have all that. He going to have just you. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. You know, that you can come home with your man and you come home with your woman and she's there. The house smells like, you know, grandmama in the kitchen, but it's your beautiful wife in the house. You understand? House clean and neat. You know, she meets you at the door with the negligee on. And the children, they over there studying, doing what they're supposed to do. You coming in with your stuff and then you go on and get your shower and get ready. And y'all sit down and have dinner and you laugh and talk. You know, the children doing what they doing. You and her, you know what I'm saying? Y'all might want to curl up, watch a movie, get on the blanket on the couch and sip your little wine or something. The children's nice and sleep. The house is comfortable, a home. We ain't had that in so long. What I just said made you feel good. Because we ain't had it so long. But this here, what we're experiencing now is the beginning of getting that back. Because we got to get this damn devil out the way. See, this dim bandits running around talking about the world overcrowded, ain't enough food shortage. They doing that. They're doing that. How I know? How can I say that? And show it to you. When you're talking about minerals in the body, and you talk about minerals, where did they come from? The ground. Okay, in the scriptures it said that, you know, Yah made man from the dust of the earth, from the ground, right? So that means if all that did happen like that, he touched this flesh with his bare hand. From the way they explain it in the Bible. Then from that man, he went and he made the woman. He didn't go somewhere and bring her back and say, y'all be together. He made her from him. So that means they are really the same individual. And that individual has two parts. That individual, he have a male part and he have a female part. But it's one person, right? If he made her from him, that's easy to understand. So if I invite the brother to dinner, I don't have to say anything about his wife. Because she come automatically, because you can't go nowhere without yourself. Have you ever tried showing up to the job without your head? No. So when I tell the brother, hey, man, won't you come over to the house, man, sit down and have dinner about 8 to 7 o'clock? Is that good, man? Want to invite my wife? You know, we all want to invite you. No problem. If he show up, she going to be right there with him. Hey, come on in. because they won. If I ask him a question, he gonna answer me in the masculine tense. I turn around and ask his wife the same question, she gonna answer me in the feminine tense because they wasn't the same. Because the creator didn't create two totally separate people, went off somewhere around the corner and brought the woman back, say, hey, she's gonna be your wife. He said, no, go ahead and chill, put you out, put him in a sleep, took part of it, boom, here she is. What? Your inverted self. You got one to stick out, she got one to go in. You got flat chest, she got protruding chest to nurture the babies. Everything about her is you. Y'all work together, go ahead on, do your thing. But this daggone devil came in, mucked it all up. See, I don't curse. I don't like to curse out here on this platform. I don't like to be F this, FOB this, cause I have elders listen to me. One of my listeners, let me know that his mother and father listen to me. So I don't do all the cursing like that, But anyway, yeah, so this is going to bring reinstitute all that because why? It has to go back into its natural position because the way things are now is very unnatural to the way this world is structured. It is. With these evil beasts running around talking about the shortage of food, you understand? Like I was saying, the minerals in your body is the same minerals you find in the earth. You find minerals in the earth, you'll find the same minerals in your body. So that means we one and the same. So since the creator created us from the dust of the earth, then we find that us and the earth, we all one and the same. So that means that if you eat a lot of food, you get what? Full. And depending on what food you ate, you start to pick up weight. You're picking up weight, that means what? You get fat. When you get fat, what happens? The fat cells increase, you get fatter. So that means what? The body is increasing in order to handle the additional fat that you're taking up. The body don't die. It just adjusts and get bigger. And then even in the process of getting bigger, the body still function. And you all know there's people that have weighed so much and got so big, they had to cut the side of the house open and put them on a forklift and bring them out. But they were still living. What am I saying? The earth will do the exact same thing. If the population grows so much, the earth will increase in size in order to accommodate all other people. But that has not happened. That has not happened. No matter what city you're in, tomorrow, if you would drive outside of the major city, just get on any highway, go in any direction, and hit the road. After a while, you're going to stop seeing people. You're going to stop seeing buildings. You're going to stop seeing houses. You're going to stop seeing every now and then a car. But what you're going to see a lot of is open land where nobody's at. You see, in America, you got Miami, Atlanta, Chicago, Detroit, DC, New York. You got Washington, Seattle, right? You got Dallas, Houston, San Francisco. Those are 10 cities. And those 10 cities basically make up America. But in between all them cities is open land, and they dotted little bitty towns all throughout the way, 2,000 people, 4,000 people, 10,000 people. And there's so much open land, but they're telling you the world is overpopulated. Do you know this earth is a living, live organism? It expands and contracts as needed. And you could be driving in one direction and the map say 100 miles. But when you get there, you done drove 103 miles and you wonder why. It very well could have been that the earth expanded while you was driving. You ain't thought of that, huh? Man, this is real. I told you this is where intellects come. We do some thinking over here. We throw out things to make you think. So consider yourself fortunate, blessed to be alive now with a mind to see what is taking place. All spirit, baby. All spirit. Love it. Love it. They can't push this back in the box. They can't hide this. Even if Bezos right now at this very instant stops selling that book, it is too late. It is so many copies, so much people got it. We can flip it around and pass it around that it will never stop being read. Matter of fact, it's a group of Hebrews over here in Israel. They sent out messages that they having a viewing of the thing in the library for anybody that may not have access or whatever. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be hundreds of Hebrews watching it. Then they say afterward, they're going to have question and answer. So you see what I'm saying? How you going to kill that? I got that message, what was it, this morning, yesterday, that all these Hebrews going to come together over here in Israel and get together and watch. It's going to be a beautiful thing. I know it is. All them Hebrews get over here in Israel. Over here in Israel. And every last one of these Hebrews are in Israel for the exact same reason. It's something that they know. That's why they're here. That's why we here. You feel me? Isn't that powerful? You didn't know that, did you? Yes, they send it around on social media. Again, information moving at the speed of thought. And they're going to gather together and just get together and watch the video, the movie, Hebrews and Negroes. How you going to kill that? You going to go in there and whack all them out because you don't want people to know the truth about you? Too late, partner. It's over with. See, it had to change because the earth cannot continue to suffer under a barbaric rulership. It has to change. This is not natural what's taking place. You see these heathens. I was looking at the picture of Biden the other day, just sitting up laughing, arrogant as hell, effing up everything, just arrogant as a mofo. Now these bandits getting ready to go down there and kill up all them Haitian brothers and sisters. Y'all ain't know nothing about it. Nothing. Ain't saying nothing about it. They get ready to mount up and wipe out Haiti. They evil asses. And then one brother down there with his few people trying to fight against the aggression of America. In America, they so evil. Do you know they running around the world trying to get other nations to do it? Because they know that, they got so much dirt on their hand that if they go down there by themselves and do what they want to do to Haiti because they trying to get that oil, y'all didn't know Haiti got incredible resources, natural resources down there. You better wake up. They getting ready to wipe Haiti off the map because they still pissed at that butt whipping they took with Toussaint Louverture, the old Haitian brothers and sisters. And see, voodoo, I know people up here deal with voodoo. They tough. Oh, you don't want to mess with them. But see, they not using voodoo the way the white man told you voodoo is. See, the thing about voodoo is a religion. It's a belief system that gives you order, that gives you power. You know what I'm saying? To give you strength. And through the organization of the utilization of voodoo, that's how Toussaint Louverture and the brothers and sisters was able to keep them bandits up off of them because they had something different. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know in the 90s when was it 94? Anyway, when Bill Clinton was the president, you all don't know that he actually sent the U.S. military down to attack Haiti. Quiet. All they got to do is keep you stuck on stupid, look at the grandmama on Instagram shaking up big juicy booty, and you ain't even noticed that the ship done rolled out, and you don't know where they're going. They went down there to Haiti to attack Haiti. But the president, he knew they was coming. What did he do? He got all of the witch doctors, voodoo doctors, spiritual doctors, whatever, however you want to name them. He told them, get out there on that beach and go do your thing. And so when the big American warship came so close, they put the little boats out, came up. And when them soldiers saw what was going on that beach, they turned their butts around and they didn't stop running until they got back to America. What did they see out there? They saw the spiritualists, the doctors, when they call the witch doctors, all of the mothers and grandmothers and the people that deal with those spiritual that, the white man called black magic. It's not black magic. It's our spiritual ability to do these things that they never understood. They knew one thing, that they had to break us from it because it was something they didn't understand. And it was a power that they didn't and couldn't deal with. You can't shoot a spirit. So they began to demonize your ability to deal with spirits and contact the ancestors. You all see how we do as spiritual people. We start saying kings and queens. How you doing, king? We start saying God, peace to the gods, peace to the God, peace to the God. How you doing, my queen? How you doing, my queen? You see, words have power. Words have spirit. Words have energy. So when you speak these words and stop saying, what's up, my dog, and say, what's up, king, and stop saying, what's up, bitch, and start saying, "What's up, my queen?" It has a power, it calls you want to do that. It calls you to want to be a queen. It calls you to want to be a king. And so these things we're being saying now, and the spirit is come to manifest it. So that's what them soldiers saw out there on the beach. They saw those spiritual brothers and sisters in their thing. Dust was going up, wind and trees were blowing. They didn't see no gun. The brothers out there, man, them soldiers said, "What?" Turned their butt around and got the hell on. Y'all ain't heard nothing about that. I know that because I got people. You heard nothing about it. This is spirit. You hear nothing about no damn anti-Semitic. This is all spirit. And when them brothers went out there, they dropped a spiritual big bomb on their behind because they saw black men in unity. They saw black men in power. And that's one of the number one things that the white man is afraid of. Black man unity, because they're afraid that we're going to do to them what they did to us, because in their mindset, they can't see it no other way. If you're a thief in the mind, you can't imagine people will come and leave their wallet and cell phone right there, all out in the open. Because you're a thief. You can't do that. As a thief, you would never leave your wallet sitting right there. Why? Because in your demented thievy mindset, you can never see anybody not stealing it. I'm in the gym over there the other day, and I left my cell phone out there on the exercise floor, on the bench I was at. And didn't realize until I got out of the shower. I was in the back. I done undressed. I done showered. I done just ready to go. I was like, "Where my cell phone at?" I said, "Man, I done left it out there on the floor." I go out there, it's right there. Why? Everybody in Israel got a cell phone. I got 4 cell phones. Children got cell phones. My 2-year-old granddaughter know how to use a cell phone. She grabbed my cell phone, putting her little bitty finger on there, doing all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And so as a thief, they don't know how not to think thievery. But we can, because we have 9 DNA series. And the more DNA series you have, the greater intellect you can ascribe to. That's why most people come to my channel are African Edenic melanated brothers and sisters that have that ability to comprehend what I'm saying. Yeah. So they feel that, brothers and sisters come together, we're going to come against them. They don't even know. Anybody think about you? Get the hell out the way. We're trying to live. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to live. That's what our objective is. When you think about you, the reason why they keep bringing it up, because they're scared. That's why. If you ain't scared, shut the hell up. Get out the way. Go do something else. No, they keep coming right back to that because they're so nervous. Their eyes is big. They see the black man. What he gonna do? Not a damn thing. He ain't studying you. You know what, man? I don't care what nobody say. I am thankful to the Creator that I ain't white. Yeah, this heathen hit me up today, and asked me what white got to do with it. I said, "You sure you want to ride that train?" Man, when I got through laying out just a grain of America's history that white people orchestrated, I ain't get no response. He must have read that and ran. When I say you should, after I got through typing out a few major white experiences that white America is known worldwide for, the Chinese got up in America's behind about slavery. The Chinese said you got a lot of daggone nerd talking to us when you have how did he say it? You have the legacy of slavery and Jim Crow laws and subjecting black people to all manner of evil. This is what the Chinese said to America. I'm like, Shazam, get him, Ching Chong, get him. Get your ass, sit down. Woo. And so white dude have a nerve to tell me What white got to do with it? When I got through running it down to him a few points, I said, "You sure you want to ride that train?" Man, again, it's a beautiful season to be alive, to watch this, to be here, to see the crumbling of the house, the synagogue of Satan, to see it all crumble to dust. Woo! Listen, stay healthy now. You got to be careful, especially in America, because they're trying to kill us through the food, through the music, through the songs, everything, through the colors. Sit down with your children and talk to them. Don't you be in these doggone conferences and meetings and hearing all this stuff, and don't be bringing your children in there, because see, the difference between you all in America and where I'm at here in Israel, you all are in the belly of the beast. Any evil come out is going to be right there in Washington, D.C. and spread it out around America, and it's going to hit. Because see, y'all walking around master demon, chief demon, general demons, expert bandits, masters of mendacers, master word technician. You know what I'm saying? And so your children are innocent, and they gullible, susceptible, and they about to reveal the root and the seat of this pedophilia. When y'all look up and you see these evil demons, and you always hear, these white folks dealing with some type of sexual promiscuity. You see a white female teacher, they be having sex with the young student. Then you see old wicked men funneling and doing all type of demonic things with the babies. You see, that stuff don't happen out of vacuum. And from what this brother told me, he's going to reveal to tomorrow on this live exactly where that come from. I'm like, what? So, a tree starts out growing down in the ground before you see it. And then by the time you see the tree, depending on what type tree it is, the roots could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 feet in the earth. Then that little bitty green, and then it keep growing, and that tree 400 foot tall. But first, it took root before you saw anything. So this pedophilia and dealing with these children, it ain't nothing new. This jive started a long time ago, and we never knew where or who and how. You understand? But this brother said he got the information. He got the information. He's going to talk about it on the live tomorrow and just go over it. I'm like, really? Yeah. It's written in paper, man. It's wrote down. What? Yeah, seriously. It's a mindset. It's a thought process of the demon. And so for you all being in America with them children, you cannot think that you can send those babies out the door and be educated in their school and they come back your children. Now, do you think they could come in and say something to me? No. I'm too heavy upstairs in the head. You think they could say something to Kanye West, a brother that said, I'm not afraid no more, and will stand up and say he liked Hitler, he loved Hitler in this environment? Absolutely not. These brothers and sisters is walking around that no, they can't do nothing with us. So what are they doing now? It's shooting for your babies. And if you don't realize that, and you get your baby somewhere and they get to talking, they be bat crazy. You don't even, what? You don't even know what? Child, where you? Because they system got you so caught up in trying to keep the food, clothing, and shelter that you send them over there so you can be over here to get the money to keep the food, clothing, and shelter. And by the time your child get back, they don't even know you. You can't say nothing to them. And to make it even worse, you can't whoop their butts like they used to do back when I was a child. I'm 61. So we'd get done up. The mother and father was the police, was the judge, was the jury, the law, everything right there in the house. If you need to get your butt whooped, you got your butt whooped. If you need to get on punishment, onus, or whatever, that happened. Every single father and mother was responsible for you growing up, and they all had the same objective: is to produce incredible, great, adults, so they can be, a plus to society, have some sense. So every one of them share in the same, you understand, mindset to make these children beautiful people. You understand? But nowadays, it's the devil done came out and took your child from you. And now we see who the devil is. Same people running around don't want you to know stuff. They don't want you to know. It's been them all along. But see, now, the wool is coming off because the spirit done changed. And so you got children in America, you got to keep them close. What do I mean by that, keep them close? See, I want to be able to talk in a manner that you walk away understanding something. When I say keep them close, I mean literally that every day you got to talk to your child. I know you tired. I know you come in from work. Man, been there, done that. I am a crane operator. I've been in construction for over half my life. I know how it is. I done pulled them 15, 16, 17, 18-hour shift. I done worked the morning shift, the afternoon shift, the evening shift, the night shift, the graveyard shift. I've been there, done that 7 days in what they call it, 12/7 until further notice, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week until further notice. It ain't but 7 days. So what do you say? We working every single day, 12-hour minimum until we let you know. 4 months later, you ain't had a day off in 4 months. Been there, done that. When you get finished with that, talking to your children, hell, I don't even feel like talking to myself. My mind's so tired, so I know how that is. But damn it, somewhere you got to dig deep and find the energy to talk to these babies. Somehow or another, you got to take some extra vitamin. You got to take some spirulina, something. Get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and talk to your babies and see what they've been listening to. I know it's hard. I've been there. This ain't easy, but you can't get tired because they depending on us, even if they don't know it. Even if they don't know it. This is a war we in. You can't get tired. You damn sure this is the wrong place to get tired. You can't get scared. Just like the brother said, great brother Kanye, he said, I'm not afraid anymore. Damn it, he talking. He over there on Alex Jones. Man. They said that, let me get the numbers right. I think they said 45 to 65 million people watched that broadcast. If I'm not mistaken. Because Alex Jones got a huge, huge network. And they hate him because he speaks the truth. He tell them. You see what they do. They try to always get you caught up in the court system, get you some legal stuff, all, caught up, lined up. And they're going to lie. Every time they're going to lie. So, damn, we almost there. I can feel it. I can feel it. We almost there. We done fought this thing. We cannot, at the last minute, we can't acquiesce at the moment of splendor. The brother said, man, he got tired at the last minute. And I said, well, how much longer did he have to fight? 1 second he would have won. Now, how much distance in between the beginning of 1 second and the end? Power. That's 1 second. If he could have just held on 1 more second to your baby's hand. Because them children, they being ravished. They being victimized by this demon that don't give a flying flip. It don't hurt them, but they stop saying you don't understand. You'll never be able to understand it because you don't have that spirit. Stop saying you don't understand and understand that is a devil. And you got to protect your children. You got to protect your husband and wives and your family. Understand that. It don't bother them to, how can they do that? Because they like it. I told you I've been in Israel over 40 years, right? And I've read a lot. I read their Jewish books and all they Talmud, Mishnah, Gemara. I've been up in there. Some people could say you nosy, but damn it, I don't want to be around these folks and I really don't know how they think. They don't like me. They don't like you. Anybody that's not like them, they don't like you. So I have to know that. You know what I'm saying? Dude on the job the other day, Israeli cat was telling me, I think you racist. But why you say that? Because it seems like every time we get to talking, it winds up black and white. I said, in my world, it is. And this Israeli guy, I got to admit, he's a cool dude, right? He's a cool dude. But he's still an Israeli, a white guy, right? So we talking, we chopping it up. And in the conversation, I said, listen, I'm a black man trying to survive in a white man world. And I have to be conscious of the reality that I live in. I can't never disconnect myself from the reality that I live in. And in my mind, I'm thinking about you too. Don't let my guard down just because he's cool, he got a nice spirit. When the ish hit the fan, it's going to fall. He's going to take care of his own. Cut my head off like I was never there. This is a fight. And we're in the last round. What Kanye West did, he brought, fire into the hearts of our people to know who they are. And lo and behold, poof, it just happened to be Hebrews and Negroes out there. Get that book and start reading it with your children. I don't even care if you go through just one page at night, one chapter at night, one paragraph at night. If you do it every night, you will get to the end of that book and that baby will have another understanding. They won't be talking so crazy no more because there's some things that they'll begin to see. It's a powerful book. And I'm telling you, I understand now why they don't want you to read it. It ain't anti-Semitic. It reveals the truth about them and how they think about you that they don't never want you to know. And that way they keep taking advantage of you. When you know how people feel about you and you know they don't give a flying flip about you, you ain't going to be too close with them. You know daggone well them Negroes don't like you. Why in the heck would you go in their house? They ain't done got in their house and they beating the crap out of you, hollering for help. Everybody said, why you take your dumb butt in there? You know them jokers didn't give a crap about you. And this is why we had to deal in truth and reality and stop running around here and being some daggone sapsuckers. And accept that and live in the reality that we living in. That way you can live better and you can function with it and all this stuff don't wear you out. When you with the devil, you say he the devil, then the devil do what the devil do. Why did you get all surprised when you see the devil do what the devil do? You the one called him the devil, the bandit. You didn't hear yourself? Or you thought you were lying to yourself? You called him the devil. Then the devil do what the devil do. Oh, I don't understand why. I just can't understand why he did that. Wow. Woo, my man. What did you just call him? The devil. Okay. I'm standing down in Florida, right? I'm running a crane down there. We building a building right there on Brickell Key and 8th Street, right there at the corner where the bridge goes out on that little island that the Chinese bought. When they was dredging Miami Bay to bring the ships in, the ships, the big cruise ship, they had to take the dirt somewhere. So what they did, they built a big old round area, drove these pylons down deep, and that's where they dumped the dirt where they was dredging Miami Bay. Okay. And as they dumped the dirt over there, the water came out. And so when the water came out and they just packed it, filled it up with dirt, they let it sit for a long time and it dried out. And then some Chinese bought it and they started building buildings out there. And I went out there and I helped them build one of the buildings. I was operating the tower crane, the sky crane. And then we built another building just across the bridge, coming back into Miami, right there on 8th Street, right in front of Bank Lumi. Okay. So one day me and some brothers was talking out there on the job site, and we happened to be standing on the street. We was getting ready to leave, and a couple of guys come by. You could tell they was gay, they was homosexual. These two dudes, they was all, you know, on each other, walking by, twisting and everything. And so while we standing there talking, it was two brothers, it was three of us, me and two other brothers. And so the brothers look around, they got to talk, man, he daggone. And so we was talking about America being Babylon, and one of the brothers quoted the scripture, the whole of every foul bird, evil demon, and how wicked and corrupt America is. And so this is what the brother was saying, right? And not a minute later, these two homosexuals walked by, right? And they hugged up on each other, twitching and all like that. And so the brother said, man, look at them daggone faggot, man, these motherfuckers get tired of these. And so they was all upset because the two guys walked by with homosexual. And so, you know, I looked at him, I said, hey, what are y'all upset about? Man, these daggone faggots running around. I said, whoa. I said, why you letting them upset you? Man, I don't like that, man. Two dudes walking around. I said, hold it. Didn't you all just say this is Babylon? Yeah. The whole of every foul bird and evil demon where all wickedness and all that go. He said, yeah. Then why you upset? Because they here. He said, what do you mean, brother? You just said this is the house where all that's supposed to take place. What do you think you said? Evil, demon, foul, bird, Babylon, and all that. Who you think supposed to be there? Me and you? Straight, brother? They supposed to be here. We in their house. What we have to do is get in our own houses where we don't allow that. Well, you know, I knew I was going back to Israel. Israel have it over here too, but nowhere near as concentrated as America. They trying to break out, but those religious Jews, they, what was it, last year before? Those religious bandits, the nigga went to war up there in Jerusalem. I watched it on TV. Yeah, buddy, they literally pounded they behind back to wherever they came from. I said, okay, well, they're holding it down for a little bit. You know, they trying to, you know, with the gay pride, man, them religious Jews went out there and went to war. I guess they came out of them little book reading synagogue, with the ballot, they threw them Bibles away and went to pounding, you know. So anyway, we're in a fight, but we're at the end of it. When we see spiritual things take place like that, and we see Kanye West, he struck the match when he said that one tweet. I'm a little tired now, but tomorrow I'm going DEFCON 3 on them fake Jews, right? And that was the match. You know, that little bitty match. You buy that little box a match, and you take that little teeny weeny eating stick out, and you strike it. It's fire. Even though it's small as it is, it's fire. And if you hold it long enough, you know it's gonna burn your finger. So before you take it out, you already know what you're gonna do with it. Burn something up, set something on fire, right? So you might take a piece of paper. You strike that match, take the corner of the paper, it burns, then the paper burns. You put the match out for it, burn your hand, and then you throw the paper somewhere, and that paper lights something else, and then you light something else, and it get the burning, it's real big, and then catch the doggone curtains on fire, and the sofa in the room, you run out, and that whole house on fire, and the embers from the fire float off in the breeze, and they drop over there, and Kyrie Irving get one, and he say, hey, y'all, go look at that. And next thing you know, here these people come from, oh, don't look at that. That's anti-Semitic. But why? What is it about it? It's anti-Semitic, you know? And next thing you know, white boys say, man, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what's going on. But by God, I think I'm going to buy the book and read it so I can see what is all the hoopla is about. It's already underway. Kanye West started a fire burning in the minds of brothers and sisters to know who they are. And just so happened, one of the greatest irrefutable pieces of evidence about everybody was already there. It's called Hebrews to Negro. When I listened to the brother talk, great brother Ron Dalton, I realized this young man remember all of these people on planet Earth by their DNA signatures. Not like this is the Yoruba tribe, this is the Fulani tribe, this is the Zulu tribe, this is the Kikuyu tribe. He know all of them. But by their DNA signatures, I'm like, man, he'll say this is the X2YB signature, that's the Yoruba tribe. He say this is the BXYX, that's the Fulani tribe. And he just like went many different places like that. But the first he quoted their DNA strand, then told you who they were. So now in the book, it explains to you the who, what, when, where. And he starts off when he was a little boy, go all the way through the whole thing. Now, when you bring receipts, which, we're saying, brothers and sisters, we say you bring receipts. We talking about when you bring evidence, documented factual evidence. That's it. But now those people, they've been able to just say things and it stick. Because why? When they talk about what happened to them, Hitler and all that causes the world to be compassionate to them. And then the world's compassion, they listen to them. And then they're able to say whatever they want to say. We the children of Israel, we the children, all this kind of stuff. And people, that's how they got over. Just talking and saying it. And nobody checked them. You know what I'm saying? Because you already compassionate about 6 million of them and all this kind of stuff. So they tell you, oh, this will happen. You don't know. You busy working, trying to pay your bill. And so if they said it, you're like, okay. But nowadays, them saying it don't work no more because it's so much documented evidence that says we are Semitic people. Boom. That is. You can't kill that. You can knock it off YouTube all you want, but that business is out there now. It's in the wind. It's falling everywhere. White people, black. Now y'all had to check this out. I'm going to check into it a little further because I was told that some of those Aryan hate groups, America, they call them hate groups, and guys like the skinheads and some of the Aryan Brotherhood. I'm hearing, I don't know if it's true. You all can check it out and let me know. But I'm hearing that some of these white hate groups that hate those people too are linking up with some of these Hebrew groups. I don't know if that's true. Y'all can let me know. But I'm hearing the reason why is they hate them as bad as everybody else because they know them too. But it's been the Hebrews that have been the number one group that have been teaching about the house of Israel, the 12 sons of Jacob, and all the different tribes. They've been the main ones that's been doing that teaching. And see, now that this spiritual initiative have jumped off, people are coming back now to say, wait a minute, bro. Now, what was that you were saying? Those brothers that's been standing out there hollering and screaming and talking and been walked by and looked at like knucklehead. And then here we go again. You remember the American media started calling them Hebrews, terrorists and hate groups and all these different names. Because why? They was trying to get you to not listen to them. But you see how this child flipped? You see how it flipped? You see? Everybody listened to him. Isn't that something? See, that's how these people are being defeated spiritually. If Kanye say they controlling these corporations, they wrote a letter themselves and told on themselves. Man, you can't put that together. You can't make this up. You can't think of that. The brother just stood over there and said, yeah, they controlling all this. Then they come back and said, no, that ain't true. He's lying. Kanye, he's a knucklehead. He got mental problems. That ain't true. They try to keep you from listening to Kanye because if Kanye say it is, then you have to prove it ain't. He got these documents that say it is. So if he said it is, he can prove to you that it is with documentation, then you need to be able to prove that what he's saying is a lie. Instead of doing that, they wrote a letter and showed themselves. I'll be there. Woo, it's sweet. See what I'm saying? See, that's how you have to be able to go in here and look at the spirituality that's taking place. It's much bigger than individual. Even these sellout house Negroes, all I hear talking against these brothers, they're going to get consumed with the bandits that they serving. You remember the movie Django? when they burnt it, when he burnt down Candyland, them Negroes went with it. Stephen, you know what I'm saying? She love your hang on in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? This bomb can get your butt too. So y'all going out there, you know. And so this is why I'm saying slavery never ended. Who walking around talking about slavery over with? No, Negro, you man, I got to tell you the story. My sister told me when I was a little teenager that we were better off when we were slaves. I liked to crap bricks on her. Boy, I went to the ceiling. I got so hot you could have cooked a hamburger on me. But much later, I found out my sister what she was talking about. She was actually saying that as slaves, we knew our land, our language, our culture. She said, look at us today. We don't know who we are. She said, we shooting all over the place. We Catholic, we Protestant, we atheists, we Buddhists, we some monks, we some Muslim, we some Christian, we some everything. But when we came over, we were one people, one land, one language, one culture. I said, it kind of makes sense that. I kind of see that. And so now we're coming back into the truth of who we are as a people today. So ain't gonna be no more of that, hey, you know, you big lip broad nose. Man, I love my big lip broad nose. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we was in Jerusalem a while ago, years ago, and we were selling these incense, right? So incense real good, you know, real good. Making good money selling them incense back then. And me and my brother, you know, that we worked together, you know, Israel had some real good fruit, man. It tastes so good. Because this is Africa. It's Northeast Africa. For those of you all that's ever been down on the continent of Africa, you know, you know. And if you've been there and ate some of that indigenous fruit, white man trying to, you know, they bringing in all that GMO food. And I just saw an interview from the great brother Philip, you know, the brother that does the Philip Scott show. He's down on the continent. He did an interview with Wake Up. I think it was Wake Up Kenya. Yeah. And he was telling them the difference in the food, right? And so when I'm on the continent and, you know, I always go for the indigenous grown food, none of that GMO stuff. You know, their bananas, original bananas are green and the oranges are green and white on the inside. But if you've never been there, you don't know. And so anyway, over in Israel, which is Northeast Africa, man, that fruit be delicious. And don't mess up and get no organic fruit. It'd be off the chain. Mind-bogglingly good. Now, we was in the thick of mango season. And the mango was so good. All of them, all the different type. One of the type that is real popular is called Maya. Maya has a real unique flavor to it that is incredible. But this season, the big green mango, I mean, one mango weighed about 2 pounds. And this baby was so big and delicious. Oh, let me stop talking about it. So anyway, don't get tired. We got a little bit more to go here. Okay. And all this here is spiritual revelation that's taking place. It ain't going to be able to be put back in the bottle. We ain't going to be ignorant no more as a people. Who we are as a people, our land, language, and culture, all that's going to come back. And yes, it's going to be a lot of brothers and sisters ain't going to want to hear. And that's it. You know, they love what they're doing. They are striving to be with a career and get that big house and drive that nice car because that's what they want. They've been longing for that for a long time. I listened to great brother Dr. Umar Johnson explain that black people spend $2 billion on tennis shoes, like $4 billion, $6 billion on cars or something like that, and then 600 million on fast food. And he said that black people buy more Mercedes-Benz than white people who can't afford it. And black people buy the car and they really can't afford it. And then the question was why? He said it's not, he said because what they're doing, that is a status symbol. He said that's what that's about. You trying to perpetuate a status that you really are not. You follow what I'm saying? So we got to get past all of that, you know, trying to live a life that you really can't afford and you stretch it all out, you know. And so anyway, I enjoyed talking to you. You know, I really didn't even expect to go this long. I started out doing a sound check. Oh man, that's funny. I was just testing the mic. I got to run in my mouth. I'm sorry, I didn't know that, man. I'm just like, y'all got me fired up, man. I was just go testing 1, 2, 3, because I got some new apps over here working and some more stuff, and I just wanted to, check the mic, and I wind up talking. Oops. DD Taylor, what's going on, great sister? That's my queen over there, DD Taylor. She's beautiful, powerful sister doing her thing. She precious. You know, I always have great conversation with her. She's fired up, full of power, full of energy. One of those blessed spirits that she's going to get up with a beautiful king that understands her and going to love her just like she needs to be loved. You know, she's a wonderful sister. I want to just thank you all for taking time and listening. You've been with me, you know, for a moment, and I really appreciate it. I do. And I don't know if you brother or sister, but I definitely want to say thank you for tuning in. And let's keep hanging out together. One of my sons, I got 3. One of them is a computer wizard. You know, he program, he create website, create apps. And he's working for a company over in Israel. He's a chief technical officer. And he said he's going to do me a graphic layout because I want to kind of pump up my YouTube page, make it a little sharper. And then my other son, he's an entertainer. He's a video editor, singer, dancer. And he does that over here with the largest brother over here, a young brother named Stefan. And so I went to both of them and told them, you know, it's time for me to update my YouTube page, get me some stuff looking nice. And so they're going to get to it as soon as they can so I can start looking like I'm serious. I'm serious, though. I'm really serious. And it's been beautiful. But yeah, I feel good. I'm relaxed. It's 6:20. Had a nice cup of coffee. I guess y'all can tell it. And it's good. I had some tofu sandwiches today. I battered them up. They was real nice. I ate that early today. I like to eat heavy stuff like that early in the day. It's 6:20 over here. And I'm going to go in the kitchen and see. I'm not really hungry, but I'm gonna go up in there. I might make me some green tea or something like that, or eat a piece of fruit. But I'm not really hungry. But I really enjoy hanging out with you all. You know, I love you with a perfect love. See, my whole motivation behind this thing is I love my people. You know what I'm saying? My beautiful brothers and sisters, these incredible black folks. Yeah, I feel like get on my yeah. But I do, you know, I'm exceedingly happy to have been born a brother. I really don't give a flying flip what they say about me. I know me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not no bad booger bear that they run around here done convince the world that. But you know what? Oh, the same stereotypes that they put on us. We know who control Hollywood. It ain't no joke. We know who control corporate America. It ain't no joke. We know who own over 50% of the NFL team in America. We know who own over 50% of the NBA. We know all that. Okay. Now, they have worked tirelessly to create a negative image and stereotype of me, right? And the world has been made to believe they need to fear me, black man. Because this is such an incredible spiritual flip, the same fear and disdain the world has had for me and my beautiful black queen is going to fall on them. And it's going to crush them. And you know what? It ain't gonna be a shot fired, and we ain't gonna have to say nothing. And we watching this before our very eyes. It's gonna be like, wow. Yeah, them same lies that they done told the world, they gonna have to live under. And the reason why we were able to still keep going and survive on all of that is because of who we are, how we're made, how we're created. We're created to be here. So it was nothing that they ever was going to be able to do to end us. Just like we just caught these bandits in South Africa talking about they was going to put poison in the water system going over in the black neighborhood. Yeah, right here today in 2022. So we marched and we did all those things. We protested, and a lot of our people still figure they can pray their way out. But you can't change the mindset of the evil heathen, because that's his mindset. That's his nature. That's who he is. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to learn how to get past him. But we will not have to lift a hand in his destruction, because that spirit is going to grind him and them to dust to where they be no more. And ain't nothing they're gonna be able to do about it. You can run around and you can censor as much as you want. You can cut off website, cut off YouTube, cut off everything, but it's already too late. See, it's a spirit that's moving. That's the whole thing. And now all of that bad stuff that they said about us, I'm finna prophesize on you now. Listen, for those of you that hung out this long, I'm finna prophesize on you. They are going to fall under the same curses. They are going to fall under the same negative stereotype. And it's going to overwhelm them, because, you know, when you trick a person, right? And the person don't know you're being tricked. If they ever wake up and realize that you tricked them, do you know what kind of power and vengeance and anger they have on you? They come at you like 10,000 people because you done tricked them, and they mad as 3 hell, 10 hell, because you tricked them. You lied to them. You didn't tell them the truth. What? And you caused them to suffer and feel pain and be uncomfortable and discomfort. And you did things to their family and their friends because you lied to them. And they're going to come after you. And now the spirit of righteousness is revealing who been telling all these lies around here. I prophesied on you. Them same lies that they told the world on us, they're going to come on them. And you know what, man? When people wake up and realize that you've been lying to them, wow. Y'all seen the results of that. You've seen it. You've been around long enough to know that. You've seen that. You wake up, man, and find out these jokers been lying to you. What kind of anger do you have? Woo. Wow. You know what? I'm glad I'm a good man. I am. I sleep good every night. I have good dreams. I don't have no horror stories. I don't have to walk around looking over my shoulder, you know what I'm saying, worried about somebody done did wrong. Every single person I encounter, I always like to have a beautiful spirit. Even Israeli, I was telling you about, the guy, working, well, he gone on somewhere else because they disrespected him. He came and told me, day one, he just took a liking to me. He just like, man. And so he came and told me, he said, I'm leaving. What? What do you mean you're leaving? Because he explained it to me. The disrespect he was experiencing. I sat there and listened to it. And, he just was a real good guy. But it's a shame. You can't run for this. Oh, man. It's a beautiful thing, boy. And you know what? We're going to be around to see them. Ain't going to be dilly squat. They're going to be able to do. See, that's going to be our reward, to be able to witness their destruction. And yeah, Don't you have no tears? Don't you have no pity? Don't you run over there and pray for them? Don't do that. Just like the Orientals that I saw beat this sister up, was in the nail shop. And I'm like, why in the world they beating this sister up? They beat this girl, this sister, beat her out the nail shop. She wasn't trying to steal nothing. To this day, I don't really understand what happened, but they came and protested. The neighborhood, the brothers and sisters in the neighborhood, they went and protested against the Asian shop. And so oh man, this knucklehead woman went in there and prayed with the Asians. And all the other brothers and sisters out there, her black buddies in there praying with them. Like, they look through the window, what is this heifer doing? She's in there praying for them. So we got people amongst us like that. They are so incredibly dumb that the very people that whip your natural behind, you would forgive them and pray for them. Don't do that. Do not do that. That's why I kind of didn't like this new Wakanda movie. It was a few things about that movie I just didn't like. Number one, I didn't like that they watered down the power of Wakanda by bringing these other bandits in there from the sea. And then they almost destroyed Wakanda. Because we know who run Hollywood. They don't want no black power nowhere to be seen. And you see how the first Wakanda brought so many brothers and sisters together. They came out in all the African, culture and throwing up the Wakanda sign. It brought a certain level of spiritual unity and pride, power to the brothers and sisters. You all remember that. So what these heathen do when they saw that, what did they do? They went in and got another joker, not a white dude, because they trying to be slick. They got a brown dude, some Hispanic or Mexican dude. And then in the movie, they get her, the young daughter, standing there listening to his story. And now, he trying to win her compassion. But that joker told her that he would kill her if she didn't do, you know what I'm saying? And he meant that. And then what did they do? They go ahead and attack Wakanda. And then they make Wakanda look like they can't fight back. And here they got all this vibranium and all this technology. And you mean to tell me these bandits up out the water come with some damn wings on the ankle gonna tear Wakanda to pieces? Like they ain't got no defenses? That's them out there in Hollywood doing that bull crap. And so he killed the queen. He killed the queen. And the sharp sister, she figured out how this joker is able to move around the way he moved like that. And the rest of the people got to be in the water. She found out he breathed through his skin. So then she found out, that if they got that bandit out in a dry area like that, he wouldn't be able to breathe. And that's what they did. She was able to get him out in that dry desert-like area. And when she beat his butt, she had that staff, that sword staff, whatever, at his throat. I was hoping she drove it right through it. Because I ain't no damn, turn your other cheek kind of brother. I ain't that, you done got your enemy. This bandit done killed your mother. He done wiped out your mother and almost destroyed your town. And you gonna let this heathen live? What the told you he would kill you. You didn't believe that. Oh, he told you, but you ain't believe fat meat is greasy. Then when it killed your mother and almost destroyed your whole town, then you got him in a position where you can take his head off and you don't. And you leave him alive to come back and get you. And then they show up together riding in the thing. Oh, yeah. Hell no. See, that's the thing that black folks done got sucker punched every single time. The bandit, he lull you back to sleep and get you compassionately want to forgive him. Damn all that. He ain't got that on you. Now I'm seeing these people talking about, oh, I hope this situation with Kyrie Irving don't cause us to be separate. You know, don't bring a wedge in between us. And I really hope that our two communities can come together and be brothers. Now, get out of here. You know, God daggone well, you ain't interested in being us brothers and nobody outside of you, because everybody that's not you, you call them a doggone goyim, a Gentile. Get the hell out of here. Like, everybody's stupid. If it was any coming together, it would have been done. Why black folks ain't been able to come together as black folks? Because there's a reason to keep that from happening. Every other daggone nationality can roll up and just be together, be tight, get their junk together and be going on about their business. You still black folks over here, some over there, some over here. I'm talking, you talking, they talking, we all talking, and we walking away separately. Why? We're not stupid. Look at brothers and sisters, man. We done made 400 years of chattel slavery in chain, another couple of 100 years with these mofos, and we done did everything, and we still here and still having babies, and they still trying to 100% kill us every way they can. We just won't go away. We're not gonna go away because we natural to this planet. But guess who's going away? They are. Y'all see the Wall Street Journal? They reported earlier this year, that 51 states in the United States of America has reported 0 white babies. Did you know that? You know that, huh? They going away. As much energy and effort and money that they have tried to get rid of us, it's them that's going away. Good googly boo. I told you I'm so happy to have been born a black man. I may not be rich, may not be the cutest, they have a little weight on, but damn it, I ain't one of them. And you ain't know that. Yeah, they reported it. They took that census and it blew them away. Looked up, damn, what? 51 states. That's more than half of the states in the United States of America. Excuse me. Oh boy. I'm running ahead of myself. What's half of 50? 25. It was 26 states. Thank you for correcting me. 26 states. Half of the states in the United States of America reported 0 white babies born in a year and a half. They ain't had no white babies born. So that means they super hell bent on getting rid of us. It's like, they dying, they're going to take everybody they can with it. So that's why they run around talking about we got to depopulate the world. And you don't know what they're doing in Africa, because they don't ever say. They smart now. You remember what it says in they wise to do evil. So 26 states in the 50 states of America have not had no white babies born. But y'all listen to CNN telling you lies about Ukraine and Russia. See that? So that's why I say all you got to do is, keep living, stay healthy, stop eating that junk out there, all that fast food and everything, clean your colon out, go take you a good elimination, take you a good laxative, prune juice, enema or kalima, get all that fecal matter out of your colon, and get you some blood cleanser, get you some liver flush, some kidney flush. You understand? Get your system clean and be more circumspect, about the food you eat, the ingredients, because when you get hungry and you run somewhere and up into your fast food, get you some chips or fries or some sandwich or something, because you trying to get you something in your stomach from work because you're hungry, just think about it. What is in that food that you're eating? Who put it in there? Do you know in the United States of America, the U.S. government does not require the food manufacturers to list 100% of the ingredients on the package? Did you know that? Listen, in America, the U.S. government does not require the food manufacturers, that's health food, conventional food, any type food that's processed and packaged, The company is not required to list 100% of the ingredients. They're only required to list 90, which means that no matter how much you read ingredients, 10% you can never know. Now the 10% is where the devil is at, because they say that the devil's in the detail. You didn't know that, man? Yeah. You only read 90% of what's in that stuff. They don't have to tell you what is the other 10%. And the other 10% is always some type of chemical that does not do well to your body. One main one is MSG. MSG is monosodium glutamate, which is a flavor enhancer, a straight up chemical drug that make you eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. You just can't get enough. You can't get enough, but your body is hungry. You know what your body wants? Vitamins, nutriment, nourishment, B12, B complex, C, zinc, iron, chlorophyll, protein. That's what your body wants, not a doggone Taco Bell. Because you like Taco Bell, you really don't like Taco Bell. You've been drugged by Taco Bell to keep coming back. Keep coming back. A friend of mine had a daughter out in Texas that loved Taco Bell. Every time that child ate Taco Bell, she almost threw her guts up. And so I've been over to the house twice, and the young lady was throwing up. She's a teenager, I think she's about 19, 20, something like that. And I asked the mother, I say, is she sick? What's wrong? Because I'm concerned. That's the second time came through and that child was throwing up. Do she have some kind of virus or bacteria or something? I need to be getting up out of here. No, she ate Taco Bell. What? That's what happened to her the other time she did it. She said, yeah. What's with Taco Bell? She said every time she eat Taco Bell, she throw up like that. Well, why she eat Taco Bell? Because she like it. What? And she throw up like this every time, not every now and then. She said every single time she eat Taco Bell, she throw up like that. Well, what the hell is it about Taco Bell that her body rejects that violently that caused her to go in there and throw up her innards about it, and she still eat it? You see, it's a chemical in there that she's addicted to in her brain, but her body rejects it. And they know how to do this. And if you not sharp and knowledgeable enough to be concerned about what's going in your mouth, you be throwing up every time. You be having issues going on with your body. You just can't figure it out what. And then you run to the doctor, who are the biggest drug dealers in the world, and they never going to cure anything. They'll treat you. They give you something to make you feel good, but your eyes hurt. They give you something for you, keep you feeling good, and your eyes stop hurting. Now you can't hardly damn breathe. They give you something so you can breathe. You're going to feel good, and your eyes hurt. Now your ears ringing. They're going to give you something to stop your ears ringing. You're going to feel good. You're going to be able to breathe, and your eyes hurt. But now you're itching. You don't know what's causing you itching. So they're going to give you something to stop the itching. You can hear, you can breathe, you can feel good, and your eyes don't stop hurting. But now you can't sleep at night. And so it go, look up, you got so many pills over there. Because why? Businessmen got to make money, and they don't care about us. They don't care about you. You have to care about yourself. You have to care about yourself enough to say, stop this madness. Yeah, I'm a big brother. I'm healthy. You know, I don't eat American products here. There's a guy in Jerusalem that I know. What's that boy name? Avi. Yeah, this Israeli name, Avi. He's in Jerusalem. And he's the #1 importer of American products into this country. How do I know? Because a friend of mine owns a store, and he sells a lot of health food items. And for short season, I used to drive around with him, purchasing supplies for his store. So I learned where a lot of products here, health products are in Israel. Who's the importer, where they at, and all that. And the largest importer, he may be the largest, or maybe the only one that he bring in American product, everything from Crisco to Lay's potato chips, everything. And there's this sandwich spread stuff that they're selling in the health food store. It's not veganese. It's not veganese, not mayonnaise, but veganese. In America, they sell veganese in big jars, and it tastes different. It's good, but it tastes different. Over here, they sell it in little jars. It's expensive, but that's, who we dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So they sell a little bit for a whole lot of money, and you can make about 3-4 sandwiches between me and my son. That jar lasts a day. But nevertheless, they are bringing in this mayonnaise type stuff from America, red, white, and blue. And so the young lady working the health food store, they all know me. They was real. She was excited to see me come because she wanted to show me this new spread they had from America. And so she said, look, we got this, because they know I'm very picky. I read and and then it's like, okay, if everything in the product is good and it's from Israel, I go with it. But if it says from California or somewhere in America, I won't go for it. We get a lot of products from Israel here. They do a lot of different things. And then other places like India. I don't like messing with Chinese rice because the Chinese, they do that doggone plastic rice. And you can know it by you take that stuff and ball it up, soak it and ball it up, it'll bounce on the wall. And so that's plastic. Then they do plastic lettuce. But see, Israel, they world class when it comes to vegan food. Oh man, it's easy to be a vegan in Israel. Everywhere you go, vegan restaurant, vegan stores, and then the largest vegan farm in the country is about 1.5 miles from where I live. I know the girl personally that owned the place. You know what I'm saying? She even told me how I could get land to grow food for something like, she said 2,000 shekels. Ooh, that was super cheap. I couldn't even believe when she said it. She said I could get an acre of land. Hold on, I'm gonna figure it up. Hold on, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna tell you exactly how much it is. Let me convert it right fast. She said 2,000 shekels a year, not a month. She said 2,000 shekels, $565 a year. I could get an acre of land if I was gonna grow on it. $565 a year, and you're gonna be bringing out tons of food. Because you can grow lettuce, it'll be ready in 30 days, and other food 60, 90 days, 90 days maximum. You got your vegetables and everything. So you're talking about roughly 4 harvests a year. And depending on how much land you get, how much you grow, you can bring up tons of food. And all you got to pay is $565 a year. Yeah. So she laid that out to me. And so, they don't chemicalize food that much over here. You understand? So when that girl showed me that sandwich spread from America, she was all happy. She said, look, we got this. This is new. This is Chadash. Chadash, this is new. Chadash is new. She said, this is new. I said, okay. What is it? She said, look, it was wrote in English. She couldn't even read it. Only thing she knew, they just got it in. It was from America. So I stood there and read it. It was a sandwich spread that didn't have to be refrigerated. First thing, that was suspect, right? What is it doing sitting out here on the shelf with this warm? So I'm reading it, and she gave it to me, and I started reading it, and it had a chemical in it that when I looked it up, it was worse than sugar. Sugar drive up your insulin, right? But this chemical said that it drives your insulin. It said it was warning to people that are diabetic, pre-diabetic, on the verge of have sugar, because this stuff drives your insulin spike 3 times that of sugar. I told her put it back on the shelf because I have my phone with me, right? I look up all that stuff. I don't want it. She said, "Why? What's wrong with it? It's from America." That's the way they think. Everything from America is just great. They don't even know. I told her put it back on the shelf. I don't want it. I went over there and got the vegan eggs. Okay, so hey, we had a good time, man. I mean, I know I did. I think y'all did. You still hanging with me? You out there? Almost 2 hours with the Nubian King tonight. I had a good time. It's 12 minutes to 7, and we got a live stream coming up with. I gotta get the time right. She told me 4 o'clock her time, so that'd be 4 o'clock her time in the afternoon tomorrow. Okay, so that's 4 o'clock her time tomorrow. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. It'd be 2 a.m. my time, so I'm gonna set my clock, and we're gonna hear some stuff tomorrow. And I love y'all. I really do. Love you with a perfect love. Y'all my peoples, and I do. I love you from the basement of my heart, way up to the attic of my mind. I love you all 24/7. That means I love you all the time. Shalom.